Henshin Inspection presents Going Ultra! This is MJ. I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an analyzer. Find all my work at mjmunoz.com. Welcome to Going Ultra. Visit mjmunoz.com/GU for notes and links. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment to help me grow. Ultraman Z episode 12 is entitled... No. Something that doesn't matter because right now I'm talking about Ultraman Z episode 13, which is entitled I'll Feast on Medals. Originally aired September 19th, 2020. The writer is Kota Fukihara and the director is Naoyuki Uchida. Starting off with the Ultra Bad. This is a clip show. That's a bad thing. I do not enjoy clip shows for the most part. They are not as entertaining as an actual real show, and they make me feel that things are so redundant, and unfortunately the way they have to be written, it all basically comes back to, hey, do you remember when that happened? Oh yeah, it was like this. And it's just, I don't know. It's not terrible writing, it's just, I don't like it. So, moving on to the stuff that's ultra cool. Believe it or not, I had a couple things in this section. I thought it was ultra cool seeing storage after dark. That was pretty neat. What's-her-face went away. What's-her-face came in. Hebikura was hanging around. Bako was not there because Bako leaves right away, which tells me that he's got a life worth living outside of storage, which is, it's funny to think about people just punching a clock when they're doing super heroics. It's, he's a support guy for superheroes. So that's, I don't know, it just always kind of tickles me. Another thing that was legitimately cool and that, is more visual is Kanegon sneaking up behind Haruki. It was really well shot. It was framed to be creepy, and it really worked. So I liked the glowing eyes coming up in the dark. Them being up on the eye stalks and wide apart was cool, and coming out of the shadows, and it was good. And of course, Kanegon gets played for laughs too. But I think the duality there, both things working at being creepy and cool or funny, was good stuff. Moving on to the stuff that was ultra good. The resolution between Z and Haruki, hinting that they will get to know each other better, was really good. That shared moment that they had where they were kind of in silence and then they turned to each other and gave the weird wrist side fist bump thing that people do sometimes. Mostly, is that like a Japanese thing more than an American thing? Because I don't think I've seen that too much outside of anime or Tokusatsu. Anyway, whatever, doesn't matter. But that was cool. It was a cool moment. I liked how we had the whole episode to kind of go over their relationship and how things have been between them and how complex the whole kaiju thing is. And then for Z to gain the understanding that Haruki's hurting and that's why he's drifted from him. So that was cool. And then the questioning of Ultra anatomy was fun. Do their stomachs growl? How do they eat? Do they have stomach? I don't know, but that was a fun moment. So I really liked that. It was cool. And then getting ultra deep. How long do you think Haruki washed those last ultra medals that came out of Kanegon? Because they were in the bathroom. He was holding himself. Said he couldn't hold it anymore. And then they just shot out of there. Yeah, that's not my real legitimate question. But that's just kind of funny to think about. Because when Kanegon sneezed him out or spit him up or whatever, burped him out maybe? I don't know. He didn't really, Haruki didn't act like, oh, this is gross, this is we're inside of a creature, a sentient being, that's kind of nasty. So, anyway. But my real question is, if Ultraman Z, or Ultra Z, whatever, lacks the kindness and compassion Haruki has, is that a problem? Is this show more about Z learning from Haruki than it is about Haruki learning from Z? I don't know. And, are Ultraman shows about the Earthling learning things from the Ultraman or from the Ultra? I don't really know. The Trials of Ultraman and the Rise of Ultraman comic kind of frame it like that, like the Ultra is this supreme ascended being, and the people, or Shin Hayata of 2020s is he's a dude. He's a frail human dude who's got flaws and problems, and humanity is, not ready to ascend to the level of Ultras. And Shin's supposed to prove that maybe they are if they try hard enough, or that they can, grow beyond their their current limits. So I kind of honestly do carry that with me as I'm watching these episodes and think about how the two of them interact with each other and what they say about the nature of heroism and what the ultras are and what it means to be an Ultraman. So anyway, I think that's a legitimate question, and it kind of makes me think, well, Z lacks in being an ultra, but I guess if you're born into the race of these ultras, it's kind of like if you're I could analogize it to other things, but being born into a race of ascended beings, there still has to be some maturation process in some way for you to ascend to the full heights to which you need to be in order to be a full member of the race. Not that if you stray from that you're no longer an ultra, or that you lose that status or the privileges or the benefits that come with that, but it just turns you into something else, like an evil Ultraman potentially. So I thought that was kind of cool. So we're not only examining the anatomical nature of ultras, like do they have stomachs that growl, but we're also kind of looking into the soul of an Ultraman and to see what exactly that is and what it contains. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Before I do, I'm going to encourage you, go check out Ava and the Glowbug Draft 1.2. It is out. It is completed. I'm pretty happy with what I have there. I would love people's feedback. Is it Tokusatsu fighty enough in the end, or is it not Tokusatsu fighty enough in the end? Because really, it's kind of like Ultraman, where all the action builds up to it, and then all of a sudden, boom, you've got this quick hit at the end of there's kaiju battle going on, and it's kind of like a one and done type thing. So anyway, I'd love to hear people's perspective on that. I'm pretty happy with it. I have to revise it for certain things, but anyway, that's Even the Glowbug Draft 1.2 over there on mgmunoz.com, where you can also find the show notes for this and the page GU for all the Going Ultra stuff I have going on. And expect the SSSS.Dianazanon episode out within a day or two of this one. Anyway, with that, folks, I'm going to ask you to remember that you don't have to shout Henshin to be a hero. And what I mean by that is that you can be a hero in your everyday by the kindness you show, the strength of character you exhibit, all that good stuff. And I'm going to leave you with peace and blessings. This is MJ signing out.